Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of 18 Talk Skating Podcast. My name is Van Gogh, and I'm very, very excited for this. It's been a long time coming, for sure. It's been one of my dreams for like forever to talk about skating, just for fun. So today we're going to be talking about U.S. Nationals 2024, which happened last week, and it was definitely an unexpected competition, I would say. Not the one I was hoping for, I guess, for some of my favorite skaters, but definitely a very interesting competition to watch. I was able to watch most of the events, like half of the events probably, and we'll discuss them today. My general thoughts about programs, costumes, skaters, jumps, spins, and whatever else I can fit into the 30 minutes probably that I want to talk. But first, I want to start with a segment that I am calling Program of the Week. And the Program of the Week is just a program that I've been thinking about. It doesn't have to be from the competition that I'm thinking about, but it's just a program that I've watched a lot recently, that I love a lot, and that I hope you guys will love as well. And that program for this week is Jason Brown's free skate from U.S. Nationals 2014, his iconic river dance program that he performed at Sochi 2014 as well. I love this program so much. The step sequence is my favorite thing in the world. The excitement, the joy, every time I watch, I think it's Dick Budden's commentary on it. It's just so amazing. And I feel like it's one of those programs where you watch it and you just can't stop smiling. Like, it's difficult not to smile because Jason Brown just loves that music so much. And I love the music so much. I love the program, the split jumps, the spiral, the triple axles are so good. The triple lutz with the one arm over his head. Like, I feel like I've probably memorized the entire program right now. But yeah, Jason Brown, 2014 Nationals, the free skate. Crazy that was 10 years ago. Crazy to think I was like the tiny kid when that happened. And then I guess we'll talk about Sochi 2014 in another episode because that was an interesting competition. Anyway, Columbus 2024 for the U.S. Nationals. I'm going to talk about the general event first. I thought the crowds looked nice. I didn't see that the seats were all the way full, but I feel like that's kind of most skating events these days. Unfortunately, not a lot of the seats are full because, I don't know, there's a bunch of reasons. That could be a whole nother episode by itself, but the seats weren't all that full. But the ice rink was nice. The ice looked clean, and the boards looked cool. My main problem comes from the kiss and cry because genuinely, I don't know what the deal with the kiss and cry was because, I don't know, it just didn't look very skating, and the two giant balls of lotion. I mean, I have eczema, but like, I don't know about 2 balls of lotion as a decoration. It just seems kind of very interesting. Like, I get that was a sponsor, but still, like, it just felt out of place. And then it didn't even say like skating on it or anything. Like, I don't know. It just felt kind of weird. The crowd seemed nice though. They clapped and, excited, and, it was a pretty good crowd. Like, yeah, and Columbus seems like a very nice city based on the camera I watched. I will say that I watched the NBC stream for this, the NBC, specifically the live commentary on cable. So that's where all my opinions, my thoughts are coming from. Unfortunately, they did cut out a lot of the skaters in the first few groups, so I won't be able to discuss those, but I will discuss the skaters who I found were interesting, or just any skaters at all that I think are noteworthy. So the first event that we're going to talk about is the women's event. We're going to talk about them in the order that they happen. And the first event to complete, to have a final, was the women's event. It was Friday night, I believe. And genuinely, I don't know what the heck happened at this competition. Because I was very, very shocked at the women's event. I was very confused almost. I was kind of taken aback and not sure what really happened. So the first part is the short program, and I was able to watch the short program live, luckily. And I can't remember anything too much about the short program, because I don't know, but I really love Amber Glenn. Amber Glenn's one of my favorite skaters for a very long, like 2 years or something, ever since the Olympic season. Her short program this season is probably her best short program yet that I've ever seen from her. Very nice short program. I think it was all clean. Isabel Levito, however, I remember, or I see on the protocols that she did have a mistake in that short program. On that layback spin, I remember she kind of stepped. I wasn't really sure what happened to it, but she kind of almost stepped out of it. Just I don't know, just a clumsy mistake probably, but it wasn't anything too major. Of course, I do remember at the Grand Prix de France, I think it was, when she had that mistake on the spin in the free skate and she ended up getting 0 points for it, if I remember. But she did get points for it this time, just only 0.03 GOE, which isn't the best, obviously. But it was also a new program. Instead of the like snake program theme that she has, she did Nella Fantasia, or I hope I'm saying that correctly. But I thought it was a nice program. It really showcased her really like graceful balletic qualities. I think that's kind of her main selling point, is those really artistic, graceful, balletic qualities that we've seen from her in the free skate as well. We see that. Yeah, and I think that really does contrast with Amber Glenn's more like powerful, very fast skating. And I think the whole time NBC was trying to make like a rivalry between them, but I didn't really see it because they kept on showing them being like really good friends, like Isabeau and Amber, like that's really wholesome, you know? But like, I don't know, I don't really understand the whole rivalry thing they were trying to make out of it, but whatever. And then I remember third in the short program was Claire Saw, I want to say. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But she was third at the short program. I thought it was a nice program. I don't know. There's nothing like much that I really thought about it, but I thought it was nice overall. And she ended up getting third in the short. Another program in the short that I want to talk about is Josephine Lee's. I do want to say, even with my eyes, I could tell that the combination was kind of under-rotated, like the triple toe loop at the end. She did a triple flip, triple toe loop, and like to my eye, like live, like it was under-rotated, but they didn't call anything, okay? And like, honestly, I could tell it's under-rotated. Like, I'm usually not that good at telling if a jump is under-rotated or if it's a quarter or whatever, but I thought it was under-rotated, but they didn't call it in the system. Again, this is national scoring, but in my opinion, I think nationals, like national judges at not just the US nationals, but I feel like this happens across most national competitions, is that skaters tend to get inflated scores. And obviously because it's a nationals, but I just feel like if it's gonna be a nationals, it should have accurate scoring and accurate technical panel and things like that, because I feel like that's gonna give a skater the best idea of where they're at. I don't know if USFS wants to agree with me or not, and I don't know if the internet wants to agree with me, but that's just my little opinion about what national scoring should be. But anyway, that was the short program. So out of short program, we had Isabel Levito in first, Amber Glenn in second, and Claire Saw in third place. And I thought it's probably going to stay that way. That's what I thought, right? Free skate, I watched the free skate on Friday night, not live because I don't know why. My local like TV station or whatever put it like at a 3-hour delay, which is super frustrating. I just avoided all spoilers for 3 hours, okay? Anyway, the first skater at the free I want to talk about is Mia Callan. And she's super noteworthy at this competition because she landed a quadruple toe loop. And supposedly this is the first quadruple toe loop or quad jump in general that has been landed by a woman at the nationals. I do remember in like 2021, Alyssa Liu did a quad lutz or something, I think. I'm not sure if those were counted like as under rotated and that's why I didn't count. but Mia Callin has the first ratified quad jump at the national championships. And so that was super cool, obviously. I will say, however, I'm not really sure what her coaches, her team is doing, because it seems like the quads aren't consistent, first of all, and that the other jumps in her program as well, they're not consistent. She did a beautiful quad toe, she got good GOE on that, but she tried the quad sal, she popped it into a triple, which is fine, obviously. But I'm not really sure what the strategy is if you have quads, but then you also have to have triples, obviously. Not every jump in her program is a quad. So definitely consistency is a big thing. And so I really hope that her team tries to focus less on the quads, hopefully, and more on the triples. But I did really like, that she's going for those quads. And, she did a Carmen program. I thought the ending was nice. I think she, fell on the ground. It was almost reminiscent of, Katarina Witt in 1988 in Calgary. But yeah, I think it's nice. Carmen, I feel like I haven't heard it in a while, actually. It sounds kind of strange as a warhorse. But yeah, I did like her qualities, but I really do hope that she focused less on the quads. Her team focuses less on the quads and more on overall consistency. Then I want to talk about Lindsay Thorngren, who has had success in the past. She got a silver medal on the Grand Prix at NHK Trophy. And so I thought that she could be pretty set here for a bronze, maybe a silver, if Amber Glenn or Isabeau made a big mistake. But at this competition, she actually ended up 7th, which I feel was kind of devastating. She was 4th out of the short program. Her short program this season, I think it's pretty nice. It's to the Windmills of Your Mind, if I'm correct, and has nice qualities. But her free skate is to Twilight this season, which I don't know if I've ever heard anyone skate to Twilight, but Twilight's a nice soundtrack. And it's a nice program. She has nice qualities as well. Very graceful, I would say. But the jumps weren't there for her that day. And, it's just I really do wish that she did have the jumps, all the jumps, but she got a downgrade on the triple flip, and I think she stepped out of the triple S double toe loop, double loop, if I'm correct. And just minor mistakes, but obviously minor mistakes in skating do actually matter because they do add up. And she got 115.65 in the free skate, so not where she wants to be, but I definitely think that she does have potential, and, she could still be part of that future for figure skating. But I really do hope that she works on consistency. And yeah. So Star Andrews is up next, and I love her short program so much. Her Beyonce short program. The outfit is really nice. She did fall on the triple toe in the short. That's okay. She had a really redemptive free skate, I would say. The free skate this season, it's not really my jam. I feel like I don't really connect with the music that well. But Star Andrews, she's been around for a while, and I feel like she always kind of delivers somehow. And that free skate, it was pretty good. And I feel like she really did deliver, except for the one fall. But you know what? I feel like she's really good at coming back. And 6th place after the 9th place short program is really good, considering everything else that she didn't get the combo in the short program that she wanted. And yeah, I really do hope Star Andrews, I hope they assign her to 2 Grand Prix next season as well. Because if I remember, in 2022 Skate Canada, she got the silver. And I feel like everyone knows that she can do it, and she knows she can do it. And I really hope that she gets a really clean program, both programs clean, and she just gets that really high score and shows people what she can do, because I really do like her programs, and the way she skates, and she's been around for a while, so yeah. In 5th place, we had Claire Saw. So she dropped down after a 3rd in the short program. And I thought that was really unfortunate because her free skate, it didn't go how she hoped, obviously. But it was to Malaguna. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm correct. And, it was nice. And I don't have much to say about it. I felt like I didn't really connect to the program. And obviously skating is a very subjective, sport. But I didn't really connect to the program. And when I don't connect to the program, I don't really have much of interest in it, but I really do hope that she does better. I think she got assigned to a Grand Prix this season, but I don't remember which one. And I think she did, got fifth or something, maybe. Literally, my skating knowledge is really bad, but I really do hope she gets better as well. I hope everyone in this competition, does better, because I feel like overall, this competition, not a lot of people were very clean. And I want a competition one day where everyone goes clean and it's literally the most crazy competition I've ever watched, and scores are absolutely insane and stuff like that. But I don't know, I feel like the ice was just slippery. That's what they say in skating. But anyway, next we have Sarah Everhart, who is the biggest surprise of this competition, I think, ever. Before this competition, I'd maybe heard her name once or twice on Reddit, or on other skating forums. And genuinely, I had no idea. I just had no idea. I think she shocked everybody. Perfectly clean program. Her triplets is so beautiful. She really goes for that deep edge, and she launches herself up, and she gets air. And genuinely, I had no idea that she had these abilities, and I had even no idea who she really was. But fourth at a nationals debut is actually really crazy. Very, very interesting to see what she's gonna do in the future. And she is coached by Ilya Milinen's parents as well. So I feel like they have something in that situation, those coaches are good, really good. But her triplets, that's the most stunning triplets, one of the most stunning triplets I've ever seen. The solo one, so good. And I think she's a junior right now as well, internationally. Her skating skills, not as good as Isabel Levito's or Amber Glenn's, but she does have time to develop on those, obviously. And her program, it was Winter by Vivaldi. Not one of my favorite war horses, but I really liked the skate. If she gets the technical and the components together, I definitely see her being a threat for the title, genuinely the whole title, next year or even the Olympic year. I'm not sure she's going to be eligible for the Olympics. I need to do better research, honestly. That's the theme of this episode. But genuinely, so good. I was really impressed by everything. So I would like to skip to second place, which is Josephine Lee, because I want to discuss Amber Glenn and Isabel Levito, I'm so sorry, together. Josephine Lee had the free skate of the competition. Again, in the short program, I thought her combo was under-rotated. So maybe she should have been a little lower. But in the free skate, she definitely deserved the first because everything was clean. She got 138. I thought it was a good program, good expression. She was so excited, and the Kiss and Cry too. It made me so happy. I love seeing skaters that are really happy in the short program, and or not the short program, the Kiss and Cry, and it always makes me happy too. She was crying and smiling, and it was so amazing because last year she got fifth at nationals, and that was her debut, and people thought whoa, she's really good, and now she got second, and people are saying she's even better. And so I hope it's not just nationals that she can replicate these results at. I really hope that she can go out in international competitions and do this as well. Because I think that's another thing in figure skating. Some skaters will do really good at nationals, but then internationally they won't do as well. So I really hope Josephine Lee doesn't have that situation, and I hope she can have these types of skates internationally as well, because genuinely very, very good, just like Sarah Everhart. Very good jumps, and I liked it. I really did like the program. Okay, now we're going to talk about the shock of the event. I genuinely was shocked. So Amber Glenn went first in this program, or in first before Isabel Levito. And she lands her triple axel. I'm like, yes, because she's one of my favorites. Triple flip, triple toe loop, yeah, okay. Triple loop, double toe, yeah, okay. We're doing it. Triple sal, perfect, okay. Then it's the second half of the program. She's playing triple Lutz, double axel, double axel. That's a lot of points. And she pops the double Lutz. And I'm like, maybe, dang it. And she lands a triple loop next. I'm like, okay, maybe. And then instead of doing a triple flip, she singles the flip. And I'm like, come on. And that's the end of her jumps. And by then I'm like, okay, well, she's really kind of left a lot of points behind, like, by popping those jumps and not doing the double axel. Like, I really thought, like, Isabeau's gonna take the title because I feel like Isabeau is usually really consistent. And I just thought, you know what, maybe next year, Amber, because she's one of my favorites and I really did want her to win. I really thought that she would have a really good skate. But she's done this a few times this season, I think. Once at Skate America, and I think she did at Golden Spin in Zagreb too in December, where she'll land a triple axel in the first half of the program is really good, but then the second half is not so strong. But I really love this program. I really love what is called Neogenesis, I think, or Evanescence. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But I love this program a lot. I think it's one of her best programs since her Rainier Black Ice free skate from the Olympic season. And I just want her to get a clean skate one day with the triple axel. And I don't know. I really hope she gets like top 10 at Worlds at least. Last skate in this whole event was Isabeau Levito. And genuinely, I was so shocked and I felt so sad. So first off, she fell on the triplets, triple toe loop combination. And I thought, that's still okay because Amber made mistakes. So as long as Isabeau's clean, like, she'll still win. And, it went by some jumps, good, triple flip, double axels went good. Then in the second half, she landed triple Lutz, single Euler, and triple sal. And I thought, well, okay, this is when she's going to win. And then she does a triple flip and she falls in it. So she gets a rep and a deduction. And I just thought, oh my gosh, like, what is going to happen right now? Because she might not, like, this could be not good for Isabeau. And there's still one more jump, so I'm like, okay, maybe the GOE from that. And she falls on the triple loop. And so she gets 4 deductions in total for the falls. And I remember at the end of the skate, she was kind of upset. And I was really upset as well because Isabeau's not one of my favorites, but I really do feel for her because she's also really young. I really love this white swan program, the white crow. That's what it is. I really love this program, and she has nice qualities as well. But today was just not her day, or that day was just not her day, and I do think a lot of skaters have that competition where it just doesn't go well. And that's okay because I think at Worlds she's going to be really strong. She's been decently strong this season. She has had minor mistakes, but I really do believe this is just, it just happened. And I think the important thing is to move on. Of course, she was defending champion here, and that is definitely really difficult to be able to defend a title. But I really did feel really bad, and I just hope she comes back stronger from this experience. So yeah, overall, this was not a perfect competition, obviously. I just hope everyone learns from this experience, and because I definitely think the U.S. has a strong women's program. I just hope that it just becomes stronger, because I definitely see the U.S. as one of the stronger skating nations overall. So yeah, so overall we had Isabeau Levito in 3rd place, Josephine Lee with that amazing free skate in 2nd, and Amber Glenn in 1st. So next event we're going to talk about is the pairs event. And I have to say that I do not watch pairs that much. And I'm very uneducated about the current state of pairs in the US and in the world overall. Like, I maybe know like the top like 3 teams and I'll watch their programs, but I think it's honestly, pairs is kind of scary, not gonna lie. Like, I can't watch like throws, like it scares me a lot. But what happened at this competition is that Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea, they ended up in 1st. So yeah, it was definitely a close competition too. They only won 1st place by like 0.8 over Efimova and Mitrofanov. I'm sorry if I'm saying those wrong. But it was definitely a close competition. And I have no idea. I believe the people who is going. Okay, Chan and Hao, Cam and O'Shea, and Plazas and Fernandez are going to Worlds. And I gotta say that I'm not really educated about Worlds, so I feel like I'm not qualified to talk about it a lot. I'm so sorry if you're actually into pairs. It just scares me. But yeah, pairs in the U.S. I know, like, ever since the retirement of Knierim and Fraser, we're not the strongest nation, but that's okay. I think we're in a state of kind of recovery and like for pairs in the U.S. And I hope our pairs program, because we do have a lot of pairs, and I hope it gets stronger. But overall, I'm not really in the loop with pairs, and I'm really sorry about that. But I do watch ice dance occasionally. I watch it more than pairs for sure, but not as much as men's and women's. But I am going to discuss 5 different teams at the ice dance event. I was not able to watch the rhythm dance, unfortunately, but I did watch the free dance because it was amazing. So first, we're going to discuss Pate and Bai. Ava Pate and Logan Bai. I really like their free skate or their free dance. Specifically, this one lift, they have, I think, the curve lift, where like she's standing on his like leg and like she's really lift up, and like it looks so cool. I thought the program was decent overall. Like, they connected well to the music, I felt like, and to each other as well, because I think that's important in ice dance, having connection between the two partners as well. And I thought it was a nice program overall. I feel like they've been in ice dance for a while now, and they need that breakthrough definitely. And I hope they improve their skating skills, their component score, because I think they have it technically, but not as much components wise, artistry wise. But I do think that their program was nice. Just working on those components would really elevate them to next level. And yeah, Green and Parsons are next. And their free dance this season, I do not feel a big connection with it. Their free dance 2 seasons ago, the one that was based on, I forgot what dancer it was specifically, but it was modern dance related. It was so beautiful, and genuinely it was so pretty. Like, it was one of my favorite programs that season, ice dance programs. And last season they did Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin, and I thought it was a nice program too. But this program too, I believe it was Portland Cello Project. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but I just did not feel a huge connection with it. I don't know what it was specifically. It's just the music and the skate. I feel like they didn't really they weren't really that cohesive with each other. And I believe they're not assigned to Worlds. Yeah, they did not get assigned to Worlds, unfortunately. But I really hope next season they come back with a stronger program, because this program for me, it just wasn't the program I wanted to see from them, based on what the success they've had in the past. And I think something happened with the Twizzles in the free dance as well. I think Michael Parsons, he like stumbled on them, I think. And that's just a mistake. I think they can work on that. But this program overall, it wasn't definitely not my favorite. The surprise of the competition was 3rd place, Emily Brady and Ian Somerville. I really love this program, probably because I really love the song. It was Nimikitipa by Celine Dion, and I really love this program. And this team, I haven't really heard of them before. I think I saw them at NHK Trophy or Cup of China. I think they got assigned to one of those, and I remember this program faintly, but I don't remember liking it that much. But this time it just felt so like, wow, like, okay, like it felt connected. I felt like both partners were really together, and I love this program. And I'm really glad that they're going to Worlds this season, because I don't think they have any much championship internationally experience at Fort Collins or Worlds, if I remember correctly. I really need to do better research. I'm so sorry. This is the first episode. But yeah, I was really impressed by this program. And like, yeah, I was really impressed by skiing skills too, and like how everything worked together. Technically, they're good too. So definitely excited to see how they develop in the future. So Cabrera and Ponomarenko were in second. They actually got first in the free dance over Chalk and Bait. So we'll discuss that later. So Cabrera, Ponomarenko, they've also been around for a while, I think. Or yeah, they've been around for a while. And this is the first program, I think, that I really feel a good connection with it. It's to like murder mystery music, or I don't remember what exactly it was called, but it was a movie about a serial killer, I think, that the commentators said, that Johnny Weir said, I'm pretty sure. And I thought it was a really interesting concept. And technically they're really good, like genuinely. I feel like I've like never seen them better. Like I don't know, last year I think they had a program like it was like jazz or something. I remember they were wearing black, and I didn't really like that one. Like I don't really remember it honestly. But this program right here, it was like whoa, like something happened between last year and this year that really improved them. I really liked that program, and yeah, I really hope that they get top 10 at Worlds. I'm not really sure what you need to get 3 spots at Worlds for dance, but with Chalk and Bates, I think it's kind of a shoe-in that they're going to be on the podium at least. Like, probably, maybe, like, definitely first is, like, my assumption, but I think they're definitely on the podium, Chalk and Bates. So they definitely need, like, Carrera, Ponomarenko need a higher placing to ensure we get 3 spots next year in the US. Chalk and Bates are last, and it was kind of surprising because they actually fell sick on the day of the free dance, and they weren't sure if they were going to compete. And, health is very important in skating. And, I was really hoping that if they didn't feel like competing, that they were too sick, then they wouldn't compete. But they did compete after the camera on the NBC broadcast kept like, they were in like a room, and they had a camera like right outside the room. I don't know. I feel like that was kind of weird. Like why? I don't know. Like if you're sick, like why is there a camera out? What? I don't know. Give them the privacy. I don't know, NBC. But anyway, Chalk and Bates still skated. This program, I like it better than last year's program, the one about fire and air. I like how this program kind of pays homage to like their longevity and stuff, their consistency. Pink Floyd, like, I don't listen to a lot of Pink Floyd, but, I think it works very well. The opening position looks so difficult, like, literally, like, they're almost both laying down on the ice, like, so interesting, and it just shows how advanced they are and how high above they are compared to everyone else. Genuinely, like, that looks so difficult. Like, I probably can't even do that on land, and they're doing it on ice. Like, that's crazy. Um, they did get a base. Chalk got a base on the Twizzles, and Evan Bates got a level 1. But they were both sick, so, I think, like, if they weren't sick, then I'm sure they would get some crazy high score. But today, they just got second in the free dance, but it was still fine because they got first overall. And, you can't control getting sick or not, so... hopefully, I know they didn't compete at Fort Collins, so at Worlds, I'm really hoping, they come back stronger, that, the illness doesn't affect them too much, and that they're both okay. And that was a dance event. So again, in third place, we got Emily Brady and Ian Somerville, definitely the surprise of this event. Second was Carrera and Ponomarenko, and first was Chalk and Bates. So definitely excited to see how all 3 of those teams are going to do at Worlds. In Montreal, I want to go to Montreal so bad. Like, that sounds so good. Okay, the men's event was the very last event. I was able to watch the free skate, and unfortunately, I kind of forgot to watch the short program. I think I would have only been able to watch the first part of the short program, or the last part of the short program anyway, because I was at school. I really wish I did not have school, so I would watch skating all day. Not gonna lie, I could watch skating all day. I could talk about it all day. That's why I started this whole thing. But the men's event, okay, short program. I didn't see too many like clips of it or anything. Ilya Malinin literally leaded by almost 20 points because he's like crazy. I will say about the layout of his program. I'm not really sure what the rules are. I'm not too advanced on it, but he did quad toe loop, a quad lutz, triple toe loop combo, and then a triple axel. I'm not sure what would happen if he replaced the quad toe loop with a quad axel, because he did that at the Grand Prix final. But then I think he did quad toe, triple toe at the Grand Prix final in the short. But I mean, I feel like he's maybe capable of doing it. I don't want to say that, but maybe he's capable of putting the quad axel in the short and then doing quad lutz triple toe. I'm not sure if the base value would really boost that much, but short program was perfect. You got 108.57 for it, almost 20 points. Ahead of second, Maxim Naumov. I really like this program, not gonna lie. I really like this program, and I don't know, I just really like it. And to Stromae, very cool, very cool. Oh no, I'm so sorry. This is to Glimpse of Us by Joji. I got the wrong skater. I'm so sorry. Maxim Naumov, good quality. I think he's been around for a while too. But definitely his competition. Well, in the short at least. We will discuss the free. Jason Brown was third after the short because he fell on the triple axel, if I'm correct. Yeah, he fell on the triple axel. This was his Adios program, which I think we were all scared about that this was going to be his final season, but he talked about going to 2026, guys, so just saying. Again, Jason Brown's one of my favorites, like next to Amber Glenn, like probably the same level with Amber Glenn, one of my favorites. Love him. But anyway, in the free skate things, they turn around Yaroslav Paniot, I'm so sorry if I said that wrong too. His free skates are so good. Like, I feel like free skates are so good. He did We Will Rock You and like Bohemian Rhapsody. And again, those are like classic songs. And I like when people take classic songs and I feel like he really did like put them to his style. His Elvis Presley program last season was so good as well, or 2 seasons ago. He really plays a good character and goes with the music and everyone's clapping and like it just feels like, like he's such a like, I don't know, a bro. Who knows? But I really hope that the US or USFS gives him an international like competition, because I feel like he didn't get any this season. Yeah, he only got King's Cup. But I really think he's a good skater, and I feel like he usually has the free down, but not the short program. If he gets the free and the short together, especially since he's capable of the quad flip. Yeah, he's capable of quad flip, which is real interesting. Just saying. He's capable of quad flip. I feel like we've seen him do quad left in the past, if I'm correct. But he did quad toe, double toe. But yeah, I really think he's a good skater. The free skate is usually his friend. The short program is not. But if he gets those two together, it becomes very consistent. I definitely see him being one of the top US men. Jimmy Ma also had his moment. Again, the short program was not really his friend. The free skate definitely was. It was Phantom of the Opera. One of the classic warhorses in figure skating. Definitely kind of miss him doing like Attack on Titan, not gonna lie. But he did a quad toe that was so beautiful. I'm just saying, the quad toe was like whoosh, like wow, just wow. And I just thought, wow. And the rest of the program went pretty good for him. Only a small mistake on the triple. I think he stepped out of the triple flip, if I'm correct, if I remember. Because I'm just looking at the protocols. I don't have the videos in front of me, and I'm so sorry about that. Andrew Torgesh ended up 5th, which I'm a little surprised about. Yes, he was 4th at the short program, but his free skate only had him a point ahead of Jimmy Ma in the overall score. I thought Jimmy should have been a little ahead. Torgeshev was the one who had Stromae in the short program, I'm pretty sure. And that was a really good program, but the free skate, again, just was not his day, and that's okay. He did get 3rd at the championships last year, if I remember correctly, and He got first in the free skate because I remember, yeah, he got first in the free skate last year, and it was really shocking. And he went to Worlds too, yeah. But this competition is just not his friend, you know. But I think that's okay. And yeah, he got first in the free skate. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I keep on getting distracted, remembering things and talking at the same time. But I really liked his program. In the short, the free, I was not really into that music, but I hope he gets more consistent because we've seen him do it in the past, and we know he can do it. And so I really hope he becomes more consistent because he could have been at the Brett for the silver here, if he had been clean, definitely. Maxim Nalma's free skate was interesting. It was to Tosca, and Camden Polkin also did, is it Verdi, or he did Tosca too, I think. I will search it up and find out. I'm pretty sure Camden Polkin also did Tosca, and so, you know, two Toscas. Love some Tosca. I do love Tosca, oh gosh. Yeah, he did do Tosca and Labo. It's Puccini, I'm so sorry. It's Puccini. But both of them did really well this competition. Maxim Naumov did quad style. That was his only quad, and definitely think if he could do another quad, he would have been in second at this competition overall. He did fall on the triple axel. So that was unfortunate, but you win some, you lose some, and ice is slippery. That's what I realized from this competition. Ice is very slippery. Camden Polkin kind of had the skate of the moment. 2 years ago, he also had the skate on the nationals, but ever since then, he hasn't had that same success. No, he got 5th at 2022 Worlds. I remember that. That was absolutely insane. That was really good for a Worlds debut. But anyway, here he did amazing quad toe. I remember this quad toe, man. This was a good quad toe. His only mistake was that he popped triple axel singular, triple sal to a single sal. So that did affect him a little bit. I think he would have gotten silver if he hadn't popped the triple sal. Yeah, because he's only 2 points behind Jason. So it was a good program, and I feel like he just needs to have that moment again on the national, or not national, the international level, because we've seen him do it with a 5th place at Worlds. So he's going to Worlds again. So I really do think, like, if he gets that moment, he could really show USFS and the world that he does deserve to get Grand Prix assignments and that he can do really well. Again, consistency is one of the problems with a lot of skaters, not just Camden, but consistency. I really hope he gets more consistent because I think he does have nice qualities. Performance wise, I thought it was nice, and he can do the technical elements when those technical elements really hit, and when they hit, they get good GOE on them. Jason Brown was in second, and I will say that I am really glad he switched out his free skate from Tarzan to the Impossible Dream from last season, because I wasn't really feeling the Tarzan. I know some people like on Reddit liked it. I didn't really like it. I didn't really connect that well. But I'm really happy he did the Impossible Dream again. At first, I didn't like that program, but now I actually do. I feel like it really represents him, his journey, me, kind of, in a way. Like the Impossible Dream. Okay, I won't sing. I'm sorry. Josh Groban. Oh my gosh, you know. But I really like this program. He did fairly well. Did make small mistake on the triple loop. I think he did a turnout on that one. And triple flip, singular, triple sal. He did get negative GOE on that too. Jason Brown, as far as I know, he is not training the quadruple jumps anymore. And I think that's how it should stay, because when he was training quads for a long time, he never was able to land one successfully. And I think he already has what it takes to be a real threat in his components. His components are very, very excellent. And if he has technical and the technical that he has right now, oh, he also popped the double axle to single axle, by the way, sorry. But if he does the technical he has now really clean with a lot of GOE and has those program components, I definitely see him being a threat when a skater with like a bunch of quads might not execute all of them perfectly. That's where Jason really can sneak in and take those components and his really good technical level and really sneak in for a medal. And I really think that he can make it, okay? And I love Jason Brown. I really hope he continues to 2026. I'm really praying that he does because I love him so much and I really love his skating. And I feel like every time I see him skate, I'm like, he's just a breath of fresh air on the ice, cleans up the whole day for me, makes me happy. Again, check out his river dance program from 2014 Olympics if you haven't already, because that's the program of the week. Okay, last we had Ilya Malinin. I think it's Malinin. I'm very sorry again. I feel like I'm really bad at pronouncing names. I'm really sorry. Malinin. Ilya Malinin. I'm sorry. Please tell me if I'm saying that wrong because I don't want to offend anybody. Not the cleanest skate for him. He did the quad axel. I don't know. Just the fact that he can even do it is crazy. I really thought quad axel was impossible until he landed it. Like, I really thought no one's ever gonna land it, even though people tried. I was like, we're not gonna ever land it, guys. It's like, I don't know, it's like landing on the moon. Like more people have been to the moon than have landed a quad axel. Just saying. He's the only person who's done it, and he does it so well. Quad lat's perfect. He did pop the quad loop into double loop. I don't know if I see him do the quad loop before, maybe like once, but I remember after this free skate, his dad like told him something about why didn't you just do the triple and think, but if he wants to do all the quads and he has the ability to, then like that's absolutely insane. Which I think he actually had landed every quad jump. So if he's doing quintuples, like better watch out, everybody. But quad axel, yeah. Then he did fall on another quad let's attempt, which did lead to a repetition, a repeat jump. So yeah, not many points for that. And then he popped a quad toe into a double toe. But this combination right here, triple lutz, triple axel into triple toe loop, is one of the most insane. He just goes like boom, and then boom, and then boom, and he lands it. And he gets 21 points for that. 21 points. And I don't think I've ever seen that many points on the scoreboard before. Generally, triple lutz, triple axel, triple toe loop is like, I can only dream, man. Like, I wish I could do that. I can't even stand on ice, And I think that's the overall message of the competition. What I learned from skating, man, like, I can't even stand on ice, and these people are going out, like, jumping and really tall, and I can't believe it. Skating is the most amazing sport. But in the men's competition, we had Ilya Malinin in first, or I'll start with third. Camden Polkinen in third, Jason Brown in second, and Ilya Malinin in first. I think those are kind of the things I expected. Maybe third, I expected Maxim Naumov instead. But the world's team is Malinin, Brown, and Polkinen, and I really hope they get success. So, overall, I think 2024 U.S. Nationals, it was a bit of a craze in Columbus, perhaps. Columbus, nice city. Not what I expected from the competition for sure, but, skating is so surprising. That's the thing. You never know who is going to win in skating. You never know for sure. And, yeah, U.S. Nationals. Pretty cool. Definitely hope. When is 2025's U.S. Nationals? I really want to go to a U.S. Nationals one day, or any skating competition. Please, give me tickets, please. Somebody. I'm too poor. 25. Oh my gosh, I can't even search it out. Where are they? Boston. Oh no, that's the Worlds. Yeah, Worlds is happening in Boston next year. Ooh. That's right. Anyway, I'm so sorry. My little tangent. But I'm happy about this competition, I feel like, at least. It was a nice competition overall. Very cool. Surprising, but definitely I feel like this is the most memorable nationals I had in a long time. Probably because I watched more of it. But anyway, I would like to thank you all for making it through almost 50 minutes of me talking about skating and being an absolute lunatic for 50 minutes. But Yeah, this is only the beginning of this podcast, a Teen Talk Skating episode 1. Definitely hoping to upload once every week. Next week, we will be talking about four continents, 2024, and maybe the Youth Olympics. Maybe, because I got some things to say about it. But I would like to thank you all for watching this episode, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. This is Van Gogh, and peace out. That sounds really bad. Anyway, bye.